Right, so what was the last time we went to go over?
We concluded that I need to brake harder
Yep.
on like approaching the roundabout.
Yep.
That was the main thing I can remember.
Yeah, so the roundabout's pretty good, wasn't it? There's only that one at the end where we went a bit wrong, like on the way back.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look at that later on, but for today we're going to do something different. Do you remember what we said we were going to do?
So we still have to do Crossroads.
Yeah, no, that's it. So we haven't done those at all yet, have we? So
No.
we need to start looking at those. We'll try and get that finished today because it normally takes about 2 hours, but they're quite vague because it's quite a confusing kind of topic to do. But until we get there, we're just going to drive over there now, and it's up to you to do all the rest of the stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it's getting towards the end now, so I won't be saying too much like before. Should be about 10 minutes, we'll be over there, and then we'll pull up and go over them in detail, and then we'll give those a go.
Okay.
But the one thing we said we were going to do last time was, do you remember we said the farmers market's on? I mean, it's going to be busier.
Yeah.
Because we had that roundabout at the beginning, didn't we? The one by the green. You know, the very tight roundabout.
Yes, yeah, I remember.
What was it on that one now that happened? I don't think what it was. I think we didn't have a chance for quite a long time or something, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, we waited for ages, yeah.
But I can't remember if we missed any, but I don't think we did. I think we said there might be one you missed. But that was
I
about
think
it.
there was one, but I would have had to be quite quick, and I wasn't. Yeah.
So they go that way today, because you did it, but you will get quite busy there, because like the market being on, it's quite busy around that area. So we'll give that a go, but mainly crossroads and crossing traffic, like turning right. It's a little bit like now, because you said this before about this road, there's no exact way you have to go. So we'll come out here and go to the right.
Okay.
The arrows say go left, but it's so faded and everyone comes down this way from there, because the entrance is that way. It's quite funny, you have to kind of drive towards the entrance and turn around. But we'll go over here to the right, but it's just like before, being aware what's around you.
Okay.
But most of the way there is up to you. If you're okay with that, I won't say much at all. So
Alright,
let's
okay.
get going over there. After we've done the crossroads, there's only manoeuvring really to do. Because we did emergency stop, didn't we? I know it wasn't that hard, we said about doing it harder.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we did.
the next few weeks we're going to mop up all those little things.
Okay.
We might not have specific topics in future lessons, it's just going to be getting things better. That's good. At the end we'll work on this when we come back about, creeping out this junction. We said about rolling up at the end.
Oh
when you come back
yeah,
again, but-
because I wanted to try it going to
That's-
second.
that's it.
First, because I normally mess it up, but then I had
On the left.
No,
That's good.
I had to. Oh, should I have looked in that bit as well?
Let's just look at it all around, as long as you know what's there, that's fine. So, there's no specific place you have to look, but normally that mirror, for me I do the blind spot because I can't see much in that mirror when I look in that one. And after today as well, we will go right here today as normal, but we will be going left probably next time, because we've already gone that way because there's a crossroads that way. But for now, it's up to you.
No, actually, I could have done it, but no.
Yeah, could have, but not that bad, it's not a massive chance, but when will there be a good chance?
I did. No.
Yeah, that's good. The chances you don't want to miss when it's clear and obvious and you still don't go, then it becomes bad, because you've missed a clear chance. If it's like a tight gap in it, well, I could have, that's not so bad.
Okay.
You don't want to sort of come up and rush in. But there are some junctions like this roundabout a bit where you have got to be fairly quick. You can plan all you want, it doesn't work, because when they come around, they can come off and go around. You can't tell to the last second, because the lane's the same for whether they're going ahead or whether they're going right. They're in the same lane. If they're coming round the roundabout, what should they be doing?
They should be signalling, right?
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, so you can't tell by that. A lot of people swing the right and then go off left anyway, because they see it as a right, but it's not as ahead. So it's just a messy one. But I still won't say much, because that's what we're doing today. So it's going to be end of the road left, and then just keep following ahead everything you get to. It's a bit like the independent driving we did before, so it's up to you. So those are good, but if you look early you can just go. Because really you get in there, stopping, then looking. If you look on the way, look, no one there to go. You can maybe even sometimes they're saying 3, because it's so open, you can just come down, look and go. But if you do brake hard, it's easier, because you just give yourself more time to look. So this is what we're saying about the traffic. So, where's the best place to wait here?
Like just after the pub?
That's it. That's good. Way back, stop. That's it. That's it. Stop. That's it. Way back. Because no point in going through there, just stop dead. That's it. No point in going through at all if you can't go through.
Okay.
You can get through, but not with that big car there. So we roll a little bit. That's good. That's it. Just roll a little bit more. Just so those the other way can clear through there. That's good.
Okay.
And left a tiny bit. That's good. And right a little bit now. That's good. Yep, let's roll through there.
Alright, okay. Oh, okay.
That's good. So the bigger vehicles, the wider ones, are 4x4s, they're awkward to get through with, but the cars aren't so bad. So roundabout ahead, it's every roundabout you get to for now, keep going straight on. Just either take the first chance you can or let me know when you see it coming, either way is up to you. But we're looking to get the first possible chance.
Okay. No.
That's good because that bus is coming down fast. But when can we go?
Oh yeah.
That's good. That's good because the right one hesitated, so we take advantage of that. That's good. See from the right one on the right there, that's why it's good not to hesitate, because they maybe couldn't have gone, it's hard to tell why they didn't go, but if they don't go, they kind of went and break the one behind us now, and they gave us a chance to go. But if you do hesitate, it causes other people to miss their chances. That's why it's good that you don't hesitate. And things like this is all up to you, so I'm not going to say much about this. I think I mentioned this before, but from this stage on, even if things go wrong, like if you stall, I'm not going to help unless I really have to.
Okay.
So even if you're on a hill or you stall or whatever, even if you are back unless there's any danger, I'm not going to help. That's the standard that we're doing now. At the top of the hill, that roundabout where we've always been right before, today we're going ahead, second exit.
Okay.
So planning ahead, how are you going to do this?
I don't want to get too close to them, but lanes.
Yeah. This is good as well. No, this is good.
The left
Yep, that's
lane.
it. I always said it's good about distance, so I won't talk through it, but try and just come up and look, and if you can, just go.
Okay.
Now you maybe can't because there may be something there, but try and lights. That's good.
This is going to be a problem.
That's good. That's it. So looking early, what do you reckon?
Okay, so it's okay, no. Okay, let's stop.
Nope. So it's good.
First. Okay. Oh, right, yes.
Yep, that's good. That's right. That's it. That's good. The blue one that pulled out for the bus shouldn't have gone because he cut out the other one in the right lane. That was good. Somebody know.
Might change.
That's good.
Okay, no.
That's good. Because we're doing lights today. We haven't done much about lights. We mentioned them in the past, but we haven't really done them before. Because where we are around here, you don't get loads and loads of lights. Except for today, you're going to have quite a few of them. So, just want you to follow ahead for about another mile. Just keep going straight on, and then we'll get to where the crossroads are. At the moment there isn't a roundabout, but if you think of how we did the roundabouts, that will tell you how to do this in terms of the lanes. So this just proves that what we did before isn't just for roundabouts, it's for other things as well. So I don't think we've ever been this way before.
I don't remember it. Maybe actually, I'm not sure.
It's good you left the gear as well, because you don't need that. Not just here anyway.
So I want to wait. Sorry, where are we going? Right or
Straight on.
So I should be left.
No, put your hands back.
Oh,
it.
okay.
That's it. And it's hard to tell, but that line only goes left. This are the arrows on the lines on the roundabouts where you think, does the left line go ahead? No, so no good for us.
So it's because it's just pointing. It's got. If it was pointing like that and straight, then I could go in it.
That's it. But this being a crossroads, you won't go. You wouldn't normally get that. You can do it, but not on this one. But it's what we're doing later today. We might not do this actual one. We'll see. We might do, but just sort of make it up as we go. Because you have to change the plan according to what happens.
Am I going to signal anywhere?
No, straight on. That's good.
Just drive.
That's good. It's good you're checking that mirror as well, because I said on his full signal hopefully. There are many variations of these crossroads. There's not all crossroads. Like the first one there wasn't actually a crossroads, but that's what we're doing today. Like I said, this is very vague and confusing, this topic, because there's so many different types. And like with the roundabout, there aren't clear rules as to who goes when sometimes. So with the roundabout, you give way to the right, that's pretty much it. With crossroads, it can be different depending on what's going on.
Okay.
And there aren't many around, that's why, because they're quite, not dangerous, but they're more dangerous than roundabouts anyway. So, there's a lot.
Roundabout. Yeah, sorry.
So a lot of them around here, there used to be the crossroads that have been turned into roundabouts.
Okay.
I think this one was a crossroad years ago, but it's a roundabout now.
So you just go straight.
That's it. That's good. What made that one good is it was a gradual. When you got there, you sort of gradually slow down. That's good. What you don't want is any sudden slow down or any lack of slowing down. So it's still ahead for quite a way, but we're almost there. We might as well, by the way, today bring in some high streets as well. I don't know if it will, depends if we go that way or not. But the crossroads we're doing is actually at the end of a busy high street. Because we've only ever done one brief high street before, we never really got to look at those too much. Could be better now, could be slightly better.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, that's good. What difference does that make on this particular road?
Well, it's because we're like flat that I should be in fourth, and then I can tell if I'm not going at 30.
That's it. So we're going to go next road on the right where those cars just come from. And then we're looking to pull up somewhere safe on the road. There's no rush, could be anywhere down the road. It's good you didn't pull it there as well, because that's quite close to the end, but where's going to be good to pull over? That's it.
That was annoying.
Sorry, can we pull up?
And like here.
That's it. That's not bad though, because you change up down, doesn't matter. It's only bad if you do it so fast you don't even get to use it. That's good. What I mean by that is, say if you go like, let me show you some of the gears. If you kind of go 3 and 2 like that straight away, you haven't even got to use it, that's when it's bad. If you go 3, something develops 2, that's the right, because sometimes that can happen. Right, so if you want to turn off there.
Okay.
That's good. So just going to go over this. This takes quite a while to explain. It's about 10 minutes normally to go over all this stuff. But there's several things here coming together. So the first thing they mention is bus lanes. What do you know about bus lanes? Because we've mentioned them briefly before.
Not meant to drive in them.
Yep. But what did the signs tell you at the beginning? You know, like, yeah, what colour would they be? It's quite hard this bit. Because we haven't really seen many so far with where we've been.
I can't think,
So,
sorry.
they're normally blue, but they can be white as well. So, in a moment, what you're going to get is, this is on the way to the crossroads. We come out the end of this road, and there'll be a white sign here, which, what does white mean, the colour white?
It's like information.
That's it. So the white one just tells you that there's a blue one around the corner. So, this one will say, I think it's either 7 or 7:30, but I think it's 7 AM to 10 AM, Monday to Friday. So what does that mean?
So that's when the bus lane will be operating?
Yep. So what day is it today?
Saturday.
Yep. So Saturday, you can go down any time you want. I'm pretty sure it's Monday to Friday. It might be Monday to Saturday, but it's well after 10 anyway. So you can go down. So we may not use it because of where we're going to go. But if I draw this one in, imagine the crossroads like that. And we'll come back to crossroads in a moment. This is just something you have to know about this particular one. The bus lane goes all the way up like that. It starts about there and it ends there. And there are 2 lanes on this one, there's that, and ahead, and then right. So if you don't go in the bus lane when you should, what problem is that going to cause for everyone? Imagine if there's traffic around and it's like these lights are on red. What's going to happen if no one's in there flowing?
Oh, so there'd be like loads of cars in here. Too many. That's
it. And if everyone's like dots, they're kind of queuing like that to get in, when they should all be in to begin with, then everyone's queuing outside the bus lane. And if you want to go right, you're stuck behind a massive queue of people who shouldn't be in that lane anyway, and the whole road gets messed up. So it's always quite a... You'll probably see this happening today, a lot of people get this wrong, But that's just one thing to know about. Won't really bother us because we'll be going right anyway, so we'll be out the bus lane anyway. But later on we'll be going down that road with the bus lane. So back to the crossroads now, or turning, crossing traffic, whatever you want to call it. If I draw these things in. Now you don't have to know this, but do you know which side of your car is the off side and which is the near side? Doesn't matter if you don't know, but there is.
I've been told this before, but I can't remember.
So just have a guess, which one do you think?
I think that is near.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know why I've got that in my head.
So it's because I'm near the curb is the way to remember that. So you're near the curb there, and offside is your side, like off away from the curb. So if you look at the car in front, that blue one, if you go into a garage, you don't normally say like the front left tyre's flat, because that could be their left, the one on the right could be the left if you're looking at it from this way. So it's like on a ship, you use like starboard for right and port for left. You don't say left and right with the car. So it's near side left, offside right. Okay. So with that in mind, if I draw this in, because that kind of gives you the answer to this question. There are two ways generally crossroads can be done. There's actually a third which we're doing today, but there are two normal ways like that. So what's the difference between those two diagrams?
The cars are going in opposite directions.
Yeah, that's it. So this is what I didn't know about whether you go around the back or whether you go around the front. So if you read about this on the highway code or anywhere, this one here will be called offside to offside, because you're right to their right. That one is near side to near side, but I don't use those terms, it's too confusing. So I'll call that one go around the back, that one go around the front. It's hard to tell just from a diagram, but which of those do you think you do through a traffic lights on a crossroads? Which one wouldn't work? Try and imagine the road's busy, there are more cars on there that I haven't drawn in. Which one wouldn't work? This is quite hard to tell.
I think that that's the right one, and that's the wrong one. Have we got that wrong? This is the other way
Why is that though?
Why is that the right one? It just looks right. That looks funny.
Well, if I draw this one, imagine you've got traffic lights now, and there's cars queuing behind you. What problem is that going to cause now?
Oh, they can't turn.
That's it.
Oh,
so
okay.
normally, but this doesn't always work, 99.9% of the time it will, you normally go around the back, you throw no lights, and around the front, you throw our lights. Because on this one, which I'll draw better in a moment, you can get 2 or 3 in a row, and you're not blocking each other. So you can all wait in the middle, and then go, when a chance comes up. The drawback of that one is you can't see as well because you're blinded by those cars there. So this one you can see better, but you're blocked. So there's good and bad of either way. So generally for today, most of the time we're going to do the one where you go around the front, but we'll do the one where you go around the back as well.
How do you know if they know what you're doing?
That's the thing. You're also saying it's quite vague. It's quite unspecific. That's why it's quite vague. Because the thing is you don't. So we're going to go over all these variations now. There's loads and loads to go over on this. But what it comes down to is you've got to make it up as you go. So a lot of this you just got to make it up as you go. So if you come up towards the lights, now imagine I'll draw these in there. These look like cars with the lights there. So you've got the traffic lights there. So now of course the red light means stop. Everyone knows that. But what tells you where to stop? Because the red light itself doesn't actually tell you where you've got to stop.
There'd be a line.
That's it.
On the floor.
That's good. Because this becomes important in a moment, becomes important. So I'll draw the line kind of back there. So what do you think the line's quite far back? Because it is deliberate, it's kind of about here in reality, but what do you think the lines will be drawn so far back? What would need room to come down there?
The buses.
Yep, so a bus lorry, whatever like this. If you get a lorry comes round and you're over the line, you're in big trouble because the lorry's going to crush you. It does happen on this one, a few cars have been crushed there. So the things with the white line, you either go right over it, that's your car there, fully over the line like that, or fully before. If you're not sure, you can get in the middle, which is the best one to do.
If you're not sure,
so if you come up here, and you can't tell for definite, if you can get in the middle, which is the best thing to do.
You should wait behind the line.
That's it. Because on this one, what you're going to see probably today, because you get this to a lot, is cars get stuck. So if you're in the middle, where ideally should you wait? Because you're waiting to turn right, there's another one there, and they're waiting to turn to our left, to their right, like that. So you're both going to be in the middle together. Where should we wait in the middle? Think like the one we just did that diagram. Which way would it be?
Like
yep.
There.
That's it. So we go like that ideally, so we go that way. And they go like that, so they're going that way. like that. So on this one, when you're in the middle, you get as far up as you can, as far in as you can, and as far right as you can. If you're too far right, like there, of course then you're blocking the line there, they can't come through. The most common mistake people make, which might look obvious when you do it from above, but a lot of people move off and they do that. Why is that no good if you ain't there?
Because you're pointing, like you have to turn really a lot.
Is that what else have I there? There is one point, but what else have you done wrong if you do that?
So you're kind of in their way.
Yeah,
They've
that's
got to,
it.
like, swerve
They
around
can't
you.
get anywhere, yeah. They can't go around you, because if they go around you, they're going to hit them. If they go around this way, they're going to hit them. So if you get too far in, you block everyone. So you get as far in as you can, but that's only as far as you can, not sort of right the way in. So it's normally about halfway. If you draw an X, which I'll draw roughly like that, normally you wait sort of there on the X, roughly. And they come down your side and wait there, roughly, to go around the back. But it's only a rough way of thinking about it. Doesn't always work, and that's why it's so vague. But you try and get as far in the middle as you can. If you don't get in the middle enough, like the other way around now, if you wait too far back, like there, why is that no good? Well, not as good. If you could be here, but you're only waiting there. There are people behind you, how's that affect them?
Oh, okay, so they're... No, wait. Can you have more than one person in this
Yeah,
box?
that's it. So you can get in, that's the thing. If you get too far back, like if you're here, you're only going to allow maybe 2 in. Whereas if you were further up, maybe 3 could be in. So you've got to get as far in as you can. It's really annoying if you're driving behind someone and they pull forward and right there and they're blocking everyone behind them. Because on this road, again, there's lots to go over on this, there's a big yellow box which is actually about kind of there. So I won't draw the whole thing, it looks a mess, but it's a big yellow box like that.
Oh, yeah.
So what does that mean? Give us some of these marks.
Oh, what does this mean? I've done this before. If you drive into the box, then I thought it was only like one person in the box, but maybe that's not right.
So it normally means don't block it. So you can't enter unless your exit's clear. So if you're going ahead
Oh, that was it, yeah.
and there's cars here, you can't go and wait in the box because you're blocking the road. But when's the exception to that rule? Because there is one time you're allowed to wait. Except for emergencies, which will always be the case, but in a lot of normal situations.
I'm not sure, sorry.
So it's when you're going right, you can wait in the box. Because if you're going right, if you didn't wait in the box, the problem is, if you wait there, this is the problem we just mentioned where you're waiting too far back and not enough people can get through. So if the box junction's on this one, you're turning right, you can wait in the box, that's fine, you're allowed to wait there, as long as your exit's clear when you enter. So even if you're going right, if that's all jammed up with traffic there, you still can't enter despite the fact you turn your box, you've got nowhere to go. So somebody must turn you into the box when you've got somewhere to go, but you can pause if you're turning right. But most people, you'll probably see this today, because every time I do this, people do it wrong. Drivers ahead of us, whatever, will wait there, and they don't go in enough, and you should get right in the box, so you can get as many cars in, or as many cars through as you can. So you get right in the middle, wait about there, and then you go. So how do you know when you can go, what should happen, that would allow you to go? Because there's a few things that could happen, which will give you time to go.
So no cars driving past that way.
That's it. So you don't have to wait. If there is a gap, you just go straight away. Not very often, because Saturday afternoon it should be quite busy. That's why we're doing this now. But normally you go in the middle, so there's no gaps. How do you know where you can go?
And it'll already be clear, because otherwise I shouldn't be in the box. Is that right?
Yep. So you're waiting there, and there's loads of traffic coming down. What's going to stop them? Not what made us go. I told you to go.
Oh, the lights.
Yep. So when they go red, when they go ambush, say steady amber, what does that mean? So we mentioned this way back on about the 5th or 6th lesson. I remember saying where that panic lorry passed us, we was talking about this.
Yeah.
We were saying if you had a steady amber,
That's going to go red.
that's it. So you should stop for a steady amber for that reason, because if you're coming down here, they see the lights going amber, they might move, and if you're going through, you could hit them. It is ultimately their right of way, but if you're accelerating towards it, you're not letting these get out of the way. One reason it is towards the end is because when you're in the middle here, you haven't got to move off any differently to how you normally do, but you don't want to be slow moving off here, because if you're slow, these go red, these are already on green, so when you're there, you've got to go, and these will be moving as soon as you're starting to go. So for that reason, on this particular one, I'd recommend you only get 2 cars in the middle at a time. So one there, one there. You can legally be there because you're not on the line, you're over the line, that's fine. But imagine these lights now go red, these go green, that one moves, and this is the car my finger moving off. That one gets out of the way. That one will just squeeze out of the way with cars coming like that. If you're the third one back, you're not going to get out of the way on this particular junction.
Yeah.
Some you can, some you can't. How would you know how many cars you can get in the middle?
Like the size of the box.
Yep, but it really doesn't, like you can't. So it's good, the size of the box in the middle, like the length of time the lights change, but really it's guesswork. You don't know exactly how many you can get in the middle, don't know how you can get out of the way. So only because I know this junction well, I know this change really quick. If you didn't know that, you might wait there, and then the change so fast it catches you out. So what do you do if you're in the middle, you stall or you get stuck, whatever, maybe you're there, these start moving, what do you do? This shouldn't happen, but if it does,
I guess you have to stay there.
yeah, don't move. So there is a little bit of an escape area. If you get like a man, you're still stuck, like that happened the other day. But not with us, but we saw someone who got stuck on a corner. So the thing is with this one, you get in the middle. If you're not sure, don't go in the middle. So you've got to be 100% sure you can get in the middle. If you're kind of crawling, if any part of your car goes over the line when the light goes red, you go through a red. Even if your back bumper passes the white line on a red, that counts going through a red. So you get right in, right out, any day, just stay out. Not bus lanes if in doubt, stay out. Final thing to add to the confusion, this is quite easy to actually do, it's just confusing to explain it all. On this particular one, you can't go side by side as you said because there isn't room. So you actually have to go head to head like that. You kind of wait head on with each other because there simply isn't enough room to get side by side. So that's the third way it can be done.
Okay.
But it will all make sense to more do. It's quite easy to do, you just get in the middle and then go. But if I just say get in the middle and go, you don't really understand all the rules. So there's lots to cover there, but is there anything in particular you want to go over?
No, I think it's okay.
So I'll talk through it, but all we're going to do is go right, then round and round and round and round. We're not going to do ahead and left because that's easy, you just go, it's just like we've done before.
Right, okay.
So going right is a harder way to do. So you see why there are many of these around because they're quite vague, quite confusing, quite sort of slow.
Yeah.
So we'll try and get it finished today, but it can take 2 lessons to do because there is quite a bit to cover on this. Right, so follow me off as normal, but then I'll help when we get there. I'll start talking through the crossroads.
Okay. Oh,
That's
I
right,
should
that's
have
right.
indicated.
When these get really tough is when you're in the middle and you get an emergency vehicle comes along, you've got to try and move out of the way. So that might happen today. There's a lot of ambulances and police around here, causes. No, I never see fire engines, but you'll see ambulance and police around here. So, end of the road, we're going to turn left twice.
Okay.
It's a bit like the one we did way back with the bridge, that one-way bridge, where you go left and left.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that one.
But it's up to you to do.
So,
Is there room to go?
am I allowed to? Yeah, no way, because they're going right, so I can.
That's it.
Ah, okay.
As long as that's good, yeah, that's great.
Okay, but now I can't see very well.
That's
So probably wait. Oh no, I can't.
So like a roundabout, like I said, there's shields. If you can't see, just don't risk it. Even when they go, don't go.
Yeah.
Just make your own decision. Especially if you've got blacked out windows at the back. Like this car's got blacked out at the back, it's hard to see through.
Oh no, loads of cars. Oh no, don't go there.
No. So if you'd have gone then, smash. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying about don't go.
I can't believe they tried to go again. Right, okay, yeah, okay, go.
That's good. So straight to the right lane, just because we're going right. But see how the bus line is open, that car didn't use it, that's what I'm saying. So we do mirrors not to the right.
No.
That's good. It's quite early on there, but it's saying we're not going to go ahead. It's saying to all these, look, we're not going to try and race ahead. There's a lot of people who try and race straight on. So you get nose to nose with that Fiesta, same cars is. It's going to roll in the middle, braking a bit, clutch down, quite close to them, twisting right a little bit, down to 1. Can we go? No. Braking a bit. When you can, just gas clutch go.
Okay.
Just let me know when you see a chance.
Wait, maybe, actually. Can I? Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
No, I can't. I can't do it, sorry.
After this one
I
coming
maybe could have done, but... Okay, after this one I can go.
That's good. Yep. It's better not to say it if you're not comfy. You can do it, but you just got to get used to that. That's what we're going to be working on more in the coming lessons. Just about taking those chances more.
Yeah. I should. I probably could have, but.
It's not that bad. It's only bad if it's a clear, massive chance you don't go. Like if you stopped here to let the red car through, there'd be no point. So roundabout, we're going to do U-turn back up to that crossroads. So fourth exit back round this way.
Okay. So it's like
Braking hard. A bit more. Down to see what it looks like. Can we go? Yeah, let's go. I just wanted to talk to that because that's the kind of thing you want to do, so it kind of flows better. That's good. So this one again, what's the problem on this road?
like it's all the cars in the left.
Now it might sound obvious, but make sure that some of them are not moving because you can allow the parks and some could be moving. You tell from the positioning, like if they're close to the curb, they're probably parked. But it's quite hard to tell sometimes.
Oh, should I?
That's right, that's good, that's fine. No, we'll go right way, we go ahead, we go. So crossroads will go right.
Okay.
So braking more, much more. That's when your brakes is a little bit late, you got to brake harder. It's not too late, but it's a bit later than it could be.
Okay.
So you should brake early as much as you just kind of roll. So, but this one, the arrows on the floor tell you exactly where to wait because you only get the arrows from 2 of the 4 directions. So when you go right as well, what's changing there? What can you see through the fence?
So there's going to be a 20
Yep,
zone.
that's it. What else is that blue sign?
And the bus lane.
That's it. Can you read the times? It's quite far away though.
7 something till 10.
That's it. So, I don't think it says the days actually. It used to say Monday to Saturday, Monday to Friday, but now I think it doesn't say days. So, can we go down now or not?
Yes.
Yep, that's good. So, you can and you should, because if you don't, you're causing more jams. So, looking there, like before, we'll get in the middle. I don't think anyone's turning from the other way. Because they're turning in front, we roll quite close to the back of them. So, clutch down, braking early. Checking the left mirror, can anyone get through? Although they're turning well as well. So they should go in a moment, and we should follow them through if there's just a big gap.
Oh yeah, after that one we should go.
That's good. Right, so let's move. That's good. So gas, go. That's good. That's great. Because you have these cars now start moving there, so you don't have a lot of spare time. So the one behind came through as well. That was tight. So straight down the lane, 20 down this road.
Sorry, yeah.
Not much gas at all. Okay, no one else might do it, but that's what it is. That car, they could have been in the bus lane, but they weren't.
Yeah.
But this one has overtook it out, that Nissan. They pushed a lot there because they came out right behind us. Should be good to get through this, just right to touch, that's good. That's it. That's what's dangerous about not braking if that car didn't brake enough. I know if we keep way back stop, or way before the car stop, that's it. Because then they can maybe come out. Unless the car doesn't see them and blocks them. So a lot of it's just about to improve it, just brake more, get further back. It's a lot easier. Like, no, it's good. What's he doing there?
So can I go now?
No, just get back because it's still this car might come out. He might be going right, but he's not signalling.
Oh,
So,
I'm moving.
yep, that's good. So if you quit forward now, that's good. He's signalling there. That's good. Just getting that car where they're going.
Right, so I
Yep.
should speed up.
So what's this white sign saying about where we've got to go in the left lane?
Then we've got to turn left.
Yep, so they go left, then left again. So go around the back of the shops.
Okay.
This is why we're doing this on the Saturday because it's very busy. Later on we might go down the high street to give that a go. So clutch down early and roll, that's it, braking, that's good. So now you can brake off, roll, clutch those down, just roll, no brake. That's it, he's on quick forward now. Because that is all braking too much. He's got to get to you roll and you, so he's all clutch him a little bit.
Yeah.
Zip his clutch down, don't brake at all. That's it, so roll, clutch him a little bit now. That's it. That's why you want to sort of stop when you approach your roundabout so you don't stop dead. So if you're not going to go anywhere, well, yeah, we are. That's good.
Oh, then I should have hand
Yeah,
braked.
that's it. But that was good. It's just about not braking too hard or too soft, so you roll up to the back of the bus. So anyone passing on the left, just left mirror. Yep, to the left. That's good. And then left again. That's it. Just go around him. That's it. Because this road's one way. That's fine. Because you have to be able to handle all these things. Like that person's parked in a stupid place, but you have to be able to look at it. And, yep, I'll go around. So now that car should go the same way as us. Yep. If they didn't, if they'd have come towards you, what'd you do?
I would have waited back
Yep,
there.
that's it. But they just shouldn't, but if they do, then that's just the way it is. Lots of people around here just completely ignore the one way, just come up and down in the way they want. So, the end of the road, we're going to go left. Well, there is ways about stopping behind the bus. If you stop too far back, people don't expect that, then they might run in the back of you.
Okay.
So that one in front, that's perfect. The way he's doing it, he's kind of braking slow, he's sort of slowing down a lot. That's really good, he's sort of stopped after, that's good. That's much better. Which gear suits this? That's it. That's good.
Oh, I'm surprised I forgot that.
Now you could maybe have done two, it's just one is definitely going to work, whereas two maybe would, but one's definite. So, what's coming now?
Oh, like another crossroads.
That's it, to the left on this one. We'll come back to doing these in a moment because these are quite busy. Now, what's the view like on this one?
Yes, quite good.
Could you go after this car?
Yes, actually.
That's good, that's great. That's one you develop so you get more used to going. You can't always go, but if you can go right on the light instead of the mirror sit on there. You can go down the side, that's fine, so we signal. That's it, because that gives the black car warning. And then just really wide from these cars, that's good. You're not too close, but that's just so you keep wide. So braking smooth, clutch early. That's it, the brake is good. And then brake off, roll, no brake. So you roll and roll. That's how it should be, so you're slowly slowing down. Really light braking. That's better. And then that's good. So how many of us can get in the middle on this one, do you think?
Probably not very many, but I'm not sure.
Can we get in with the black one in front?
No. Actually, maybe.
Yeah, there should be room. So there should be room for two, but if he stops too far back, then no. So the thing is, don't go over the line until you know for 100% sure you can definitely get in. Once you cross that line, there's no coming back. So you're going to know for definite you can get in. So wait for them to get fully in, then go in. Loads of people just follow the people in, and they get it wrong. So are they going to get in enough? Yeah, that's deep. That's all going quite deep there. That's good.
Sorry, okay.
That's it. So just rolling brake, that's good. And then where you can go, that's up to you.
Oh, yes. No.
Nope, so brake. Watch out, he's sneaking out in the back, but when's there going to be a gap or when the light's going to change?
Oh, stop. Oh, okay, so soon.
That's good. That van's going through red, yeah. That's it. So sneak, that's good. That's it. Then loads of gas going. That's because the van went through a red light, they got us stuck. See the one behind? It's just about got out of the way. That's what's saying the van just went straight through red. That wasn't even amber, that was straight red. That's how people get killed, because people think, oh, I'm going to move off. The van doesn't stop, smash. That's why we do this quite late on, because you've got to be good at moving off as well. So next road on the left.
They have to wait for me.
No, that's good. So the car behind then, stupid place to overtake, because that car was turning in front of us and they were heading towards them. So you never overtake someone turning left, it's a stupid thing to do. Because you never know if anyone's going to come out of the junction or if anyone's going to come the other way. So roundabout will go left. So this one I won't talk through, but just try and get it so you get the first possible chance. What's going to help you maybe?
Maybe this.
That's good.
First.
Yes, but you didn't signal, so no. That's good. Still got that card, so I didn't signal, so you're way back. Way back at all.
Should be in one? No.
That's good.
Two.
I can't see, can we go around? I can't see around the bike.
Yeah.
So we had the bike and the blue car both didn't signal right. So the blue car behind had to brake a bit, but they didn't signal at all. So the tenants took them there, but they didn't, they came round. But they actually did a U-turn now and signalling at all, which is stupid. See, most drivers that haven't got a brain, you just don't know what they're doing, so you've got to treat everyone as though they're an idiot. Because a lot of people are. So lights want to go right. But if you're going to go right on the roundabout, you never just go around that signalling. That's good.
I think I should be in one.
That's it. So who could plan this now?
This.
Yeah, that's good.
Van.
That's it. So lights right again. It's what we'll say about you must assume everyone's going to do everything wrong. Just brake. Just brake that handbrake. This one, no point balancing because you're going to stop dead.
Okay.
If you're in this situation, you stop, handbrake on, no point balancing at all.
Oh, because it's too long, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You only balance if there's a good chance you're going to go pretty much straight away. This one, even if they go green now, it's going to be 5 seconds at least before we move. This one is topic's harder because the other ones have all been free flowing. This one is not. It's very stop, start, stop, start. That's why it doesn't actually work as well. The crossroads don't work as well as roundabouts do. So is anyone sneaking at the side, left or right?
No. Okay.
so where are we going? So can you get in? Is there enough room?
No.
Yep,
Yes.
so it's signal. That's good.
Oh.
It must have because otherwise that car behind doesn't know again. And then clutch brake roll. That's it. That's good. Someone could pass in the left. Which gear now?
1.
That's it. And as soon as I go, because that's strange. That's good. That's it. Quite quick. So that's good. Go. That's good. That's it. It's because people go through a red light. That's the problem. And then light before, straight down his lane.
Is this the 20 zone?
Yep. That's it. As you get now, we had at least one car go straight through a red. And it gets us stuck in the middle. We're not stuck. You know, if you're the third back, you would be stuck. That is actually the improved version of the lights. It was much worse a long time ago. It was much quicker and much narrower. They sort of widened the road a bit there. Now, we said in the past about you're not allowed to pass on the left, but here you can because there's a slower moving queue on the right. So you are allowed to pass these, but be careful of people running between. So
Okay.
maybe drop back to 2. 3 is normally good for 20, but just really slow. Expect anyone to step out, not between the cars. Because you get drunk, so you're staggering over the road about that before. So which way do we need to go now?
Left.
That's it. Try and get the braking so it's smooth. You stop just before the car, so you can just see the bottom of their tyres. That's better, because that's gradual. That's much better. That's good.
No. Actually,
Is it worth creeping or not?
no.
No, that's good.
I should put the handbrake.
That's it. No, it's not wrong if you do. You can creep a bit, then think no, it's not worth it. Got to check the other door. This is a pretty rough place sometimes. You get people trying to get in the car. So as the bus goes left, what could happen as they try and turn? Because it's so big.
They can be quite slow, so we might not get through.
Yep, that's it. So probably will, but always assume the worst. It might get stuck. You might have to reverse a bit. So it's like on a crossroads. Can he get fully round?
Well, they're very close to him.
That's it.
I think I should stay here.
That's it. That's better. That's good. But can we get through?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's good. That's
We
great.
can.
Anyone on the bike on the left?
No.
No, that's good. And then left again. The car's still there. So this is why we leave the sort of town city drive until later on, because it is quite frantic. Until now we've never really had that much busy traffic.
Why are they parked there? It's really annoying.
It's just everyone parks everywhere down here. The rules go out the window place like this, people would park everywhere. You get people driving down the pavement, all sorts. There's a lot around here, no right turn, and people just go straight through them and then they come where they should be coming from. Anyway, so into the road we go left, you'll still do stuff happening today, it's all fun around here.
I'm gonna go.
That's good. See, some 20 zones are good, like these ones around here are quite suitable, because these roads are quite bad. But the end of the road we'll go left again. So what do you think about this crossroads so far?
This one. Or
Any of them, they're under lights. Do they seem easy or hard? Or
they seem a bit tricky actually. Without you talking, I think I'd be stuck.
so we'll give that a go in a bit, because they're not too bad. It's just about getting used to getting the positiveness.
So this isn't gonna happen.
That's good.
No, we can. Oh, I should have been left.
So could you notice that? Is anyone going to let us say maybe? Let's see.
I don't think so. Or maybe. No. Yes. Yes.
That's good. That one is good, but why shouldn't they have let you go really? Because it's quite obvious what's behind them.
The van? No.
Nothing. So
Nothing.
that's
Oh.
it. Stop. That's it. Stop.
Oh.
If you're going to go, you can't go around the far. You must signal if you're going to go around as well, because you're not signaling. You've got to tell everyone you're going to go.
Oh, okay.
So you can't go around this far down. If you're further down, you can't, but not from there. So if you just keep your feet straight down. That's it. I'm just going to come off mine. So when this red one's gone, you can maybe then, because the line's broken, you can, but not from too far back with that signal.
So can I go now?
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
So with those signal, no one knows what you're going to do. You just suddenly swerve around, people think what you're doing, then they know where you're going. So it must be a mirror signal, then you manoeuvre. Yeah, that car shouldn't let us go because no one behind it has looked at the mirror, they could have gone, then we go after them. But the last one often lets you go, when there's no reason. So what's going to happen when the lights change now? Like, can we get in the box or not?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's good. As long as I get in, which is yeah. So it's up to you, but when you go, you have to really go for it.
They're not in.
That's
the
it.
box.
That's enough. They're not in as much as they could, but they're in enough for us to get through. As long as when they go, you don't have to follow them because you might not be able to at the same time, but you must get out of the way quick when the lights are changed. So So if they should be creeping in more, they're going to go. No, so we start moving now and just go. That's good. That's it, gas, go. That's it, go fast, that's good. That's just how you've got to do it. If you don't do that, you'll get hit. Because that one in front, they did get enough for us to get in, but they weren't as much as they could. But this is why these are quite dangerous to do in a way. If ever you plan a route, always try and avoid these whenever you can, because it was more difficult.
Yeah, they seem difficult.
So next left. What's difficult about them?
People doing it wrong.
That's it. That's good. We had quite a few times where people haven't given way like, with the red lights. Again, normally they're not that bad, because normally these ones are like to be better timed, but they're just not.
Yeah, it seems to be quite quick as well when they change.
So roundabout we'll go left. This is where the cyclists in the car didn't sin right all this time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You start when I say to you about you must sin or they move. If you don't sin or you're in big danger. So left we go. Let's get the first possible chance. No rush, but first chance.
No.
That's good. So when can we go?
Are you not going?
No. So can we?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good start before the white one didn't go. So if they hesitated, we go. Yeah, so if people hesitate, it makes it hard for us.
So they should have gone then, should they?
They should have gone. There's a good chance they didn't go. So that's why we try and get standards so you don't miss any chances. One every now and then doesn't matter, but you can't miss too many. What's that mean on the car in front?
The P
That's it.
means they've just passed.
Yep. So they might get it wrong, they might not, but you know, just expect them to make a mistake.
So should probably,
It's good there as well because you wouldn't really want to give away next to that cars. That's good.
should I stay here?
Yep, that's good. Just brake and brake. No balancing, you're not going to get anywhere. You only balance if there's a chance you're going to go very soon.
Okay.
But even if the change green now, you're not going to move anytime soon. So compared to last lesson, this is the total opposite. That was all free flowing open fast roads. This is a lot more stressful, a lot more expensive, like with fuel being burnt. I did mention before, like when you go on a fast road, you burn about half the amount of fuel as you do around town.
Oh, really?
So when you go faster, your fuel lasts ages longer. You got 50% more out of your tank. So right we go. I'm not going to say much on this one because they are difficult, but all you've got to do is what we've done so far. The main thing is at the moment, I don't think we've really been the first one in the queue. I think we've just a bit behind someone, but when you're in the middle and lights change, if it's safe to see, you've got to get out of the way. That's the main thing.
Right, okay, so... Ooh, quite close to
That's good, that's good. That yellow car's out there, we must smash people. So can you get in the middle?
Yeah, with them. If
That's
they
it, that's good.
let me.
That's good.
Oh, come on. What happens now?
That's up, so we just stop. That's what I said, if they make a mistake like that, we can't go anywhere. So, that's just what we're saying. So we can't really go back at all, but just but that's okay. That's why I have P plates on, so yeah, if you get stuck.
Oh, yeah.
This is why I do Crossroads, because when I learned to drive, I hardly ever did this at all. I had to learn this on my own. So it's not a good thing to be learning on your own.
No, that's very tricky. So could they have gone on?
Yeah,
They
that
could have.
van was even flashing saying go, go. I didn't
Right,
go.
okay.
But it's like if I got out of the car now, it's harder on your own. So it's difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I do this where I don't speak a lot. So when they change now, do you think they're going to go straight away? Because they might just pull before the van.
I don't know if they will. I'm not convinced. Right. So now I should wait.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's good. So it shouldn't have it, did you? That's good. So
Yeah.
that's great. So when can we go?
When they're turning right, I can't go. No, because they're too quick. Okay. So we have to wait for the lights to change, probably.
Yeah, that's it. Is there a cap? I can't see.
The small one. Yeah.
I can see better now. So is that black one going to stop?
Right. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
That's okay.
That's good. just shows whether passing your test doesn't mean a lot because that person's passing, yeah, that's the way wrong. Where that, they would definitely have failed the test there on that, but yeah, passing doesn't really mean a lot. So I don't really focus on how to pass, it's more how to actually to drive. So what's going on here?
They're trying to go in that lane. What are they doing?
Just keep away.
So I should be in second.
That's it. Go and get through.
Yes.
Yep. It's normally usually because further on this lane only goes left, which is good for us. But if you did want the high street, as most people would, you can't be in this lane. That's why that lane gets jammed up. And this is why you're allowed to pass in this lane. Because imagine if you couldn't pass now, you'd be sitting here for hours waiting for everyone else to go.
Yeah.
As long as you watch out for drunks who are staggering out of pubs. What are we going to do? That's good. So I know from coming in before, these take ages to change, so what could you do?
Oh, so now I put the handbrake on.
That's it. It's only because I know this road well, but if you know that, you think, well, they're going to be ages changing. That's good. But if you don't know that, what you're doing was good. You can try and creep, and if it doesn't work, if you can't go, that's fine. So left then left again. We are going to do more of those, but I want to move on to the next kind of crossroads, which is a little bit different. So from the side of your car should only go where the white one has. If anyone comes out and comes towards us, there's any wrong, we'll be covering all this light one.
So should I go forward a bit more, or is
What
this?
kind of language do you need to do? Please stall it up.
Oh, I should.
That's it.
But actually, I should just put the handbrake on.
That's good. Yeah, so you have to be in one because the buses could come that way, but the car shouldn't. But that car on the right, the grey one, what have they got wrong?
They should be behind the line.
That's it. Because now, if anyone in a wheelchair wants to get over, you can't. It's really annoying if you're in a wheelchair, not over other move. Imagine if you're in one, you're trying to get over the road, it's pretty annoying. There's people in the way. All these people are not exactly stuck, but it's a bit annoying. Yep, so left, and then we'll pull up. Well, actually, not on that road, it'll be further on. So low speed, what's going to pass you on the left, maybe? I can't see anyone, but it could be there.
Like a bike.
So we'll think about bikes here, because this is where a lot of bikes will come down, and it can be awkward. What else could be in the road around the corner?
That car.
That's it.
Or people crossing.
That's it. So, yep, left again. Is that car still there?
That's good.
So end of the road, well that's a car there, that's all. End of the road will go right, he's going to park again. What's he doing now? He's left his houses on, has he? What he's doing now. So what kind of road is this?
One way.
Yep. So if you're going right to the end of one way, how's that different to normal? And where would you position?
I don't turn left, I'd be more straight.
That's it, so keep it on the right. Because that car's in the middle of it. So you don't want to be fully right, but sort of quite far
I can be
right.
like right over
That's
here,
it.
can't I?
Bending over there, that's good. Oh, no, that's good, that's it. Yep, that's good. So quite rare you do that. I think we did it once a while ago by mistake, but this is good. So we're going to take the next road on the left, and then we pull up somewhere safe on that road.
Where is it? This one?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to say that was good, just so you get used to spotting them. So pretty bad view. Okay, so where's going to be good?
After the silver car somewhere. Like here.
Right, so let's turn off again then. So we haven't fully finished that, but anything I particularly want to go over on those first crossroads, the first kind with the lights?
There's a shame. Actually, no, we did go first once, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, actually.
Can't remember,
that was
this is towards the beginning, but we'll do more of those, just there aren't many around here. That's the only one there is for quite a long way actually, because it's so awkward. But looking ahead now, what is there in front of you here?
Do another crossroads.
Yeah. So what's different about this one? To the other one?
There's no lights and we have to give
That's
way.
it. That's good. So these are both easier and harder depending on what goes on. So again, they're quite vague, but they're generally a little bit easier. They're just a little bit more awkward to get out on. So with these ones, because you mentioned the giveaway there, so I'm going to sign over there. So you've got the 2 lines there and the 1 line there. So there's normally an equal number, but it's not really drawn to scale. And there's another 2 there, something like that, and another sort of 1 there. And all those other lines have gone. So on this one, imagine if we get there, then we're going ahead, straight on. This car from there is turning to our left as we look at it. Then who's got right of way and why?
The lines don't tell us that either of us have right of way.
No.
But then it would probably make more sense if we went first.
Why is that?
Because we're going straight and
That's
not
it.
cutting across.
Yeah, that's good. So now the one ahead, the black one there, I think it's the black one, dark blue, whatever. That one is going to come over, well, the stand they are. Yeah, that's good. So if you're going ahead, you do actually have right of way, but not many drivers know or care about that because some won't care about it, some won't know it. So what's the best thing to assume when you're at Crossroads?
That they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's it. So I know it sounds bad, but you must assume that if you drive without thinking that, you won't last long. You've got to treat everyone like they're an idiot. I know that they might not be, but some are obviously today. But you've got to look out for everyone who's going to do everything wrong. It might be that they're signalling and they're not. They might have music on loud. They put it on, they just don't know it's come off. Because you know we've had a few times where it's knocked off the signal. So looking ahead now, the white one is going to come over, I'm guessing. The others are turning the other way, so that's quite easy. But we're going to try a few of these where we're going to turn right and ahead in front of people. Because this one is a little bit harder. So how do you know who's going to go first? So you've got in the back of your mind that you've got right way, but how could you tell if they're not going to give way? What might they be doing?
Maybe they haven't slowed down very much.
That's it. So maybe there's a creeping revving. Where would they be looking if they're looking to go? If you look at the driver's head in the car, where would they be looking? I think that when you're coming out of a junction,
They were looking in the mirrors.
That's it, to go left, right. Not that some images are looking left, right. So we're looking at that to go. They're not even looking at you at all. They're sort of ignoring you. So if they look back at you and they kind of nod or the wave, what does that mean? Maybe. I mean, not officially, but
they're probably going to let us go first.
That's it. It's good to say probably because not for definite. It could be that they're waving. They might be waving the pedestrian here to cross. Nice. It might not be, but might be. So this is all very vague. What you got to do is look at them and just see what they're doing. If they're creeping, revving, looking, just let them go. But if they're not doing anything, and we're not, one of us has to take the initiative. So we start to move, but keep your eye on them. Because I've seen a few crashes around here where like one's gone, the other's gone, and they both end up sort of hitting each other. But if you take it easy, kind of push, but in a nice way, kind of gently push, and people will normally let you go. Or sometimes will let you go. What if you're both going right, and there's a new right of way then, so how do you know who's going to go first? Whereas on the other one, at least we had the right of way. What about now?
I don't think you do know.
That's it. So you got to work out. This one you got to make it up as you go. You got to look at them, see what they're doing, the way they're driving the car, the angle, the speed they're doing. Just see what they're doing. They might be on the phone, not paying attention, so don't go there. There's all these different things can be happening. So that's how you do that one. It is right. You don't do that one. It's kind of vague, but we'll go through quite a few of those. The other way, how do you say you turn in when you don't have lights normally? What kind of method would it be between the offside and this side and all that?
Where do we want to go through?
Yep, so if I'm there, if you're there and you're going to go right and there's someone there who's going to go to our left, there, right, which way would that be done? Like around the back or the front? Or doesn't it matter?
So if there was no...
Imagine there's no markings, that was all good.
Cars, then it's... If there's no cars, then we do it to the... which way? Front.
So with the lights, which way do you do the lights before? With the traffic lights?
No, wait, so it's the opposite.
Yep.
You go... Because with the lights, you go round the front.
That's it.
So this one you go around the back?
That's it. Again, there are exceptions. You may get some of these in the country where you do the other way around. There was one round here, if we passed it on the way, that one where I said it's not quite Crossroads, there was two lights together by a one-stop shop on the corner.
Oh, yeah.
That one there, that used to be one when you did go around the back for a short time and it didn't work. There used to be too many roundabouts to change it because it was too dangerous. The week after they changed it, someone got run over and killed, so it didn't really work. But yeah, so that's the idea with all these. But if you go around the back here, you come up here, right there, and go around the back. They can come around the back here, right there, and you both go. It doesn't make sense on this one to drive at the wrong side of the road, head on towards everyone, and then swerve in front. Because then if you go around the front like that, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The ones on the side, do they bother us or not when we're on this road?
They have to give way.
But when might you give way to them? This just adds to confusion, but what might they do to force you to give way?
If they just pull out.
That's it. So once they've come over the line, they're taking right away. Whether or not they should, they're kind of taking it. The saying is you can't take right away, you can only be given it, but some people would aggressively force the way out. Not the same as what we do when we say be positive, like go, get out of the way. We're not saying pull in front and make them stop. Yeah, they should be stopping on the red light when you're on the lights. So what you get from this way as well is you get the triangle upside down there. What would be in the triangle this way, which is the correct way, it's kind of facing up.
The hazard.
What's that? What's
Sorry,
probably
like
in the
warning.
middle? It's probably a bit like if it's Crossroads. What's that sign look like?
Oh, it's like this, and then
That's it.
like a little cross.
That's it. So it's not the best diagram, this, but there's a thick line and a thin line. What does that tell you?
That they have to give way.
Yeah. So you should only ever get that when you can go. It's like saying go, you're right away. But again, round here it's gone now, unfortunately. Just down the road from here, there was one where they put the sign upside down. I think it was. What was it? It was a give way that was that way up. It actually read give way, but they printed it wrong, and it was weird. So Crossroads should mean you can just go. You have right away. You're on the thick line. That one is saying give way, as in you don't have right away. So we're going to try some of these. These are quite vague, and there are times it can be a bit awkward. There's one of them I think, if I remember around here, where there's actually a little bit in the middle like that. All these are like two lines like that down the road. What does that mean? It doesn't say anything else. Just sort of two lines like that.
So does that mean that you should... Well, that might be wrong actually.
What's that?
I was thinking you drive sort of like past it and then go right rather than like through it.
But you can't even English, you've got to go not there. So I try not get in the middle, turn right. It's a good point you mentioned as well, because some of these, there's two different designs. Some of them have the arrows like that, where officially if you want you can drive through them, like from there through there and right there, so you can't be straight in the middle. What you don't want to do is, a lot of people use wrong when they're learning, to stick out like that. If you do that, you're defeating the point of it. You've got to go maybe past it, because what would stop you going through? What kind of line can't you go through?
The solid line.
That's it. So this diagram's been missing out. If you get a solid line like that, you shouldn't go through. People do, but you shouldn't. So you go past them, you go loads right, loads left, loads right. So you go right, left, right, massive turns like that. You get straight, then you go. If you don't do massive turns, if you just half-heartedly kind of go right, you'll have your backhand sticking out. So it's right, left, right, massive turns. Because you know it's quite hard to manoeuvre when you go forwards, as we'll do more next time on manoeuvring, when we do manoeuvres. So there's a lot to remember there, but simply, these are the ones we're doing mainly, where you come up and you're sort of looking to go on the give way lines. But we're going to like a loop, like a square, we go round and round and round in a square shape and try these. Some are busy, some are quiet. But before I'll start off talking through them, and then we'll gradually start less and less. Right, so let's give that a go. So end of the road we'll go left, and then it's going to be every right turn you get from there. We're going to go round and round and round and round in a big square, rectangle, whatever it is.
Okay.
As with the crossroads, like the kind of rank at the corner, as with the roundabouts, the bigger these are, the easier they are, because the smaller ones are very awkward to get around. If you have massive crossroads, it's actually much easier. So left on this. Try and position really well, so that's good. It's good you're looking to go there, but...
I should have gone, but I haven't.
So can't go, you're going to you're still there. So...
I'll go after this one.
That's good. We'll work on that, because I know it's working out a bit about being more decisive when to go. But that one you couldn't go. So I do mirror center right, next one coming right this one.
Right, sorry.
So braking a bit, no arrows, so right down the middle now, straight in the middle, right over. That's it, then straight. That's it, right stick goes back on, off you go. That's good. That was good steering there, because you went right, left, right. So if you do that, you can manoeuvre well. Whereas if you don't do that, it's easy to get stuck. You should feel like you're overdoing it, overdriving. If you oversteer, that's good.
Okay.
So end of the road we go right. This whole lesson is quite hectic, I know, but if it doesn't all make sense now, it will eventually.
So one's can't see very well.
That's good. Because eventually you've got to do so many of these to see it all happening. That's what I mean. You've got to kind of cover all the different eventualities. So next road on the right. So this is the same sort of thing. Try and imagine if that car coming towards you was going in this road. Imagine how you go around the back of each other. So you pass.
Like quite far.
That's it. Pass like no. That's good. That's it. That's great. But we're trying to get that to happen, but it's quite hard to actually manufacture that. So end of the road, we'll go right. Now this one is looking to be a little bit harder because it's slightly busier. What else is going to affect us from ahead?
Well, we have to give way.
That's it. So where's that black car going? Dark blue, black. Where are they going?
Oh, now
that's
left.
It. That's good. So it's a little bit easier now because we don't have to think about it too much. But how much can you see?
Not very much.
That's good. There's a van on there. There's always a van there every day. It never moves.
Yeah.
It's blocking it on them. So when can we go?
So maybe after that van.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
great. Yeah. That's good. So cities can be sort of easier or harder than the other ones. So next right where that car's coming from. So that the van, I see you don't want to be the white one sticking out the back.
So shall I stay here?
Yeah, to get right in the middle, right over.
Okay.
That's it. Right back braking. Signal goes on, and let's go. That's good. That's good because that's really tight there. Instead of a van that his back end sticking out, he's blocking them all behind. It's all about spatial awareness of what's about anywhere, what's happening all around you. So, the end of the road will go right. That's good. That's fine, that's good. That rolling's good there and the gear's good as well. The only one you might have forgot, we also get one, you might have put it in anyway, because I just said that a bit earlier, but that was good. Next road on the right. So, we get no one there unfortunately, but we'll try and get it so someone appears at some time. How can that be a little bit better? That's a steam, what do you notice about a steam?
I should maybe turn more
That's it.
earlier.
Because you don't want it to all go out, then in and out, so you want to turn in and done. So you try over that little swan neck where you kind of go in and out. So end of the road we go right. It's well read there as well about the car slowing down. So is anyone ahead going to affect us?
No, not now.
That's good. That's good because they've been positive. Well, these people are still standing on the corner talking. Can we go?
Oh, no. I can see a car there as well, so maybe wait. And another one. Another one. I think maybe after that silver one. Or maybe not actually. Actually, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good. That's good. That's really positive. That's the first chance you had. That's good. So one more time and again, next road on the right. And this one's up to you. That's good. Another one there, we just said it's only bad if you steer so much it looks like you're going to go head on to someone. Like if you overdo it, that was good, but if you overdo too much, people the other way can panic at what you're doing. But they should know that's what you do, kind of not swerving but positioning in the road. So if we go into the road right again. And then this time I'm going to go left on the Crossroads because this is quite simple, but I want to cover all the angles.
So left up
That's
here.
it. It's pretty much like a normal turn, it's all it is. It's just hoping someone will be coming the other way. And if we pull up on the left just somewhere before that man's walking. we'll leave it turned on, that's good. So, is there anything about those in particular you want to go over? Because there we haven't done loads of them again, but anything you want to go over?
So it was like cutting, what was I doing with the right turn? I was...
It wasn't that bad though, it's just going a little bit beyond. Give it some of this mess. It's the opposite of cutting, because you weren't cutting but you were going a little bit sort of like that, then sort of back in like that. Just a bit, so you try and so you go like that, just flows in. It isn't the worst from drive because it's not, it's only a little bit, it's not like swerving all over, but you try and get it so you don't cut but you don't go too far past. Because I mentioned this on our road before, the fast road where you come down by the bridge, down the slip road. We were saying about turning right at the bottom of the fast road. So you know the one with the tunnel? Where we done quite a few of those.
Yeah, and
so,
I kept on cutting it,
that's
didn't
it.
I? Yeah.
So you don't want to turn too soon, but not too late. But as long as you don't cut head on, cutting's more dangerous than overshooting. If you overshoot, sometimes you just stop. You might have to look around back up a bit, but that isn't as bad as cutting, which can go head on into someone. So again, we'll do more of those, we're going to do more of all these, but there's another one we're going to move on to in a moment. What we're going to have as well now is, let's draw this in. We're going to do a bit of work. We won't really do much of the high street, but there will be a short section on that, so that you should be able to deal with though, because you've done that well before, the one with like the narrow road with the parked cars on the way to the crossroads. But the final kind of lights we're doing for now is when you get to a set of traffic lights and there are 4 of them like that. What does that mean when there are 4 lights? And the bottom one is normally a little bit bigger.
Is the last one an arrow?
Yep, that's it. So if I draw this road in, this is one we'll do in a few minutes time. So you've got the road like that, and there's the central line there, and there's 2 lanes here. So imagine there's a white line there, you pull up and you're going to be turning right. This is where we came left before, went left to left, where that car was parked in a weird place.
Okay, yeah.
So you're sitting there waiting to go right, just the green light comes on. What do you do?
Just the green one. Which... Oh, so maybe I wait because I have to wait for the arrow to turn.
What's the arrow mean though? Because the arrow is different to a circle, or sort of saying differently.
It's like if the arrow lights up, then you can go.
Yeah. So the way to think of it is almost not quite. It's like a guarantee you can go. So when the arrow's on, you're saying go. Nothing else should stop you unless they go through a red light or in the road, pedestrians in the road. So the arrow means definitely go, but you can go before it comes on. If it's just a circle, like just that one, you can still wait in the middle up before and then go. So it's what we did earlier on. You go right in the middle and then you turn. But when the arrow comes on, it's saying go. These are being held on in red. And it's only as good as the system, because if the system breaks down, yeah, the lights go out, whatever, it might not work. But you should be able to just go. You wait in the middle. But if you can, just go straight away. But the arrow means definitely go that way. So if you're waiting on these, and there are different designs of this, some of them are like an L shape like that. If you're waiting there and there are 2 arrows and just the up arrow comes on, it doesn't look much like an arrow, but if the up arrow comes on, that one's off, what do you do?
I can't go.
That's it. So it's got to be a green circle, means go anywhere if you can, proceed with caution, or the arrow, go. Yeah, the arrow's only as good as the lights. If the lights are broke or whatever, yeah, you might think you see it, might be the sun, whatever. Not today, but the sun might be shining on it. It can look different. But the arrows are quite good, because all you do is the light is in the way. You just kind of wait and go. There's one we're doing in a moment. Again, this is kind of because I know the road well. I can sort of do this a bit easier. But when you're going to be here, the green light comes on. These vehicles are not moving. So what does that tell you?
So they're probably having it red?
That's it. So there's no way of telling this on this one, but you do get about a 5-second head start. So these can go 5 seconds later, these move. Like before, when we turned left, they started coming through, and then we went a little bit after. But if you're both going together, who has right of way? They're going, maybe they're going left, you're going right.
I feel like they should do, because it's still on their road.
That's it. So this is why it's good, because you can be there, you can go and wait, or they're not moving, then they start moving, then you move. So you've got to be careful you don't get caught out. So you don't have to know the roads to drive, but it helps if you know some of the junctions, because some of those are a little bit tricky. One other thing with the arrow is, if you're going ahead, so if it's just a green circular light, and you're going straight on, and the arrow's off, then the arrow comes on, What does that tell you about going ahead? It's quite hard this, but what would I be saying about the lights? What's going to happen soon?
Does that mean they'll maybe change soon?
Yep, so normally the arrows like saying you've got a few seconds, then we go back to red. So if you're going ahead, you think the arrows come on, I haven't got long left to go. Doesn't always work, but most roads it does. Because all these are different, there's different designs, that's why it's all very vague and confusing. But does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to try that one. There is another one further on, but you don't get many of these around Birmingham at all. In the city centres, quite a few of them, but you don't get them much around here. So we're going to give that a go. We're going to try the other ones as well, because they're on the way to where we're going. And there'll be a little bit of high street, but we might do more high street next time, because it just depends on whatever we need to work on. So what I like to do is thinking of the best way to go. Doesn't really matter which way we go, but if we go end of this road left,
Okay.
we'll go and give that a go. So are you okay to do those on your own, or do you want me to help you with any of that?
I can try to do it
That's
by
good,
myself.
that's good. You can learn a lot of this by reading the hardware code. It's all theory. What do you do if you get to the lights and they're all broke, they're all out of action?
Then you have to be like really careful and
That's
you
it.
probably like watch what everyone else is doing.
That's it. They are trying to get rid of lights on these, they want to take them away, because as I say, it makes people more careful with no lights, but I don't know if that's going to work.
Would it not slow everyone down though? If everyone
That's it, that's the idea. It's really called convergence. They're trying to make it so that by there being more danger, more present, more danger present, it makes people more careful, is the idea. So break it a bit, go back a little bit. That one's a little bit tight to get through.
Oh, okay.
Don't break off. You can go through, but nice, he's going that fast. He's coming towards you pretty quick. So, the end of the road, we go left. We're not seeing that. Don't see that.
Oh, yeah, because
That's
that's right.
That's good.
Okay.
The thing that happened out there, we'll have a look at that in a moment, but what's happening now? What's come off?
The signal.
That's it. So who's going to see that maybe?
The pedestrians.
That's it, that's good. So a woman crossing in front of one behind us. So right on the lights. Isn't it? It's all road down there, yeah, road down. Is it part there? It's all part there. Road down, I think.
Okay, so it might change, but they're not changing. Okay. So braking.
That's good.
Wait, they're turning, so I have to wait.
Yes. He's got a
Oh, I
bit
should
more
have
there,
gone.
has it? So now what now?
Now I can go.
Let's go now. That's it. That's it. It's good you've got a bit more because you kind of overshoot in the road. It's not too much at all, but you've got to brake harder because you're not braking much at all. You've got to brake. So when that taxi comes towards us on the other road, if you brake, keep back, it's easy. But because you're not braking much at all, you just don't get in there too quick.
Okay.
But you didn't overshoot, but that was just about as late as you could turn. If you brake more, it gives them more time. So you try and sort of roll into the middle and carry on. So if we go roundabout left. It's not kind of roundabout, we try not to stop dead. So firm braking now, really hard, that's good, that's it. Bit more, that's better. And then 2, can we go?
Yes.
That's good, that's good. So you haven't got many problems driving, it's just a few that you have got is caused by not braking enough. And that's if you brake more, give more time. It also sends a clear message to everyone saying, look, I'm not going to go. If you come into a crossroads quite quick, the car's coming towards you, think you're going to stop them now. But I imagine now that black car, if they're signalling to our left and not slowing down at all, they're going to just pull in front of me or what. So
Yeah.
we're going to go next left.
Oh, up here.
That's it. So that was good because there you didn't have to ride much because it was fairly open. What's different about this road? There's a sign back there.
Oh, I don't know.
So 20 down here. So there's a braking now. Give it way back. That's good. That's better. So you're giving yourself more time. Yep, so it's 20 all the way around here. Whenever you enter any road, just look out for signs because very often when you enter a new road, there'll be new signs. The where we're going now is very busy and very congested, so it might help a little bit, but not when we get to the lights. But it's stuck. It's back road to King's Heath. It's very awkward. So next road on the right. What kind of junction is this?
Oh, I have to give way.
Just it's all going left. What kind is it then?
Cross.
Yeah, that's it. So there's all crossroads around here. There's quite a few of them. We didn't go so much for how to spot them because you've never had a problem seeing junctions. So next road on the right, and we've seen the crossroads. That's really good because if someone had come down, it was good. So this is two ways, very slow.
I'll talk to you guys.
If anyone comes down the other way, where could you pull in?
I'm a bit stuck.
That's it. So you sort of pull in, sort of clutch down, brake in. Then might pull in there, if you get really far left, that's good. And then loads right, that's good. Then down to one, that's good.
That might go.
And then that's good, that's it. So if you go just right to touch, just a tiny bit, that's good. We can't go back because we've got the thing behind it, the Land Rover. So just in no pedals at all, that's good. That's it. And then just see if they can go back a bit. That's good. It's only because that thing's behind us we can't really go back. Otherwise I have to go back from, because I don't know if there's a dual control car there. So if we go right a little bit now, and just keep really far back, this just shows we're not pushing them. I'm just going to leave my clutch a little bit. That's good. This is why you get on King's League, it's really awkward. And then they're going to go to that gap there. That's good, whoever's teaching them, they start looking at watch out. This is why we avoid these roads till the end, because it's hard. That's good. That's it.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay.
That's good stuff. Okay, now a little bit, guys. That's it. That's good. Yeah, sometimes we would do that, but just because I think there's a normal police car behind. Like, here it is. See the police car lights? That's the one that's parked illegally, wasn't it?
I missed it.
So end of the road we go left. So keep really wide from these because it's very tight. That's good. What do you know before you go? That's it. So assume the worst, assume you put a stop, it's really awkward to do. Just crawling slow. So you've got to be much slower than that, that's way too weak. You've got to crawl super slow, so crawl. Let's go now. It's got to be so slow you're barely moving. You've got to crawl, like that, half a mile an hour. These roads are all the same, not now with that van. Who's going to give way?
Me? Them?
If we go past these, that'll be good, because
Okay.
if we sort of hover where that white car is,
Yeah.
you can sort of pull into there. You might give way, might come through. Let's give way, that's good.
Okay, so now it's
That's good. But you could have come through and sort of go around the back. Like now, you're like on a crossroads, kind of pass around the back. So clutch stays up.
oh.
That's it, nice and wide, the box line, that's good. That's good, nice and wide. That's it. And then big turn, that's good. That's it. It's not bad if your clutch goes down, but you didn't have to, because you can stay up here. This is very demanding driving around here. So end of the road we go left. What's the problem going to be?
The cars are in the way. Oh, and
That's
pedestrians.
it.
Oh,
That's
no.
good. Yeah. That's it. So really slow, really sort of just slower than when you do a manoeuvre. So that's good. If anyone's in the verticals, let them go. If pedestrians are there, just stop and
Are
go.
they moving or what are they doing?
It's going parallel, I think. So stopping dead. That's good. And then what now? That's good. That black one will come in. Can we creep out? Let's see. No.
So,
So
wait for them and then
that's it.
again, once I've crossed, then I can creep it.
That's it. Is that one we're going to eat? Okay. No, she's going to wait.
Okay.
Is Pram going to wait on that? Yep. Let's creep around now. That's good. That's it. Just creep. Zip. And then clutch down. Roll. That's good. And then when can we go?
No, they're not. There we go.
No, I thought they
I
were.
thought they were.
Just watch your hand while back of the wall. So I'm like, I'm just breaking in to make sure we don't while back. So when can we go?
Oh, whoops. Oh, now.
That's good. That's good. Expect the lights might change though. So it's ready to just clutch down. No, that's good. That's fine. That's good. That's good. Because you already through. That's good. So keep way back. Stop. That's it. So that car's going to park. And this isn't the hardest kind of driving you do. That's good.
This
I was only,
is hard.
that's it. I was only breaking in just in case we were back on the other one. Because with people you can't take any risks. So lights will go right. This is the one. This is the reason we can this way. Just look at these lights. So how many lights are there?
4.
Yep. So we took place. We know about the arrows. So that car shouldn't have gone right. So what's that early on? That's a no right turn. So keep it way back. That's it. So when they change screen, what do we do?
I go.
Yeah, so go right in the
Into the
middle.
box.
That's it. But you can actually just go because there's 5-second head start for us, which you wouldn't know. But when you move off, you'll see. You think they're not going to move, so we'll go.
Okay.
So imagine you didn't know. Well, I was going to say imagine you're on minute before you put it on minute before. So when the lights change, you creep in the middle, and then probably just go. Unless they've changed it since the last came in. So creeping in, they're not moving, no pedestrians crossing. Let's go. So you think, well, either the bus drivers fell asleep or it's on bed. Straight down. That's good. Now, this is hard, we'll do more of this next time. But you're quite lucky when you start lessons, you never had to deal with all this. But a lot of people that teach live around here, it's hard. So how can you position better now? That's it, that's good. That's it. So there won't be that high street again today, but that's good practice. We're going to have a look at the thing I was saying about the creeping, but it's just about being extremely slow.
Let's go.
That's always a good question around here. So. This is why we don't do seat centre until it's after you passed, because the seat centre's like that, for a mile or two in every direction.
So do I stay left?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Oh no, actually.
That's good.
Can I just go?
Yep. Flash time is fine, just keep going. Yeah, flash time's like the hand waving thing. What's the speed on this road?
20.
Yeah, that's good. Because it's quite hard around here. They just change recently, but that's good. Now, could your position be a little bit better now?
Left.
Just,
Oh no,
that's
more
it,
middle
that's it.
because this is
Just
one.
have a look, that's it.
Right, okay.
So, how many different sets of lights are there here?
I could. They're the same.
I'm going to stop handbrake on. This is how you just have stop handbrake on. Because with lights, there's no point. You just stop, wait, no point creeping. Yeah, but how many sets are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But how many white lines can you see? If you can't tell, we'll do it when we go, but this is all about spotting. So, when you go through, I'll go over this one. But when you came here, there was some on green, some on red. So how many sets would there be? We've got 2 lots of red, 2 on green. So only different sets.
2.
Yep, that's it. Because it doesn't always work, but you've got red lights and a white line, red lights and a white line. So there are 2 different sets here. These ones and those ones are not the same, so they can change differently. So you might get to the first one, but not to the second one. Probably won't happen, but you could. That's why the covers are on, which I'll explain in a bit. So white line, we go, but these are not the same lights, so these are going to go red. Nope, so we go, that's fine. So this one here, that isn't a different set of lights, no line, so we don't stop there. But that's not explaining in a second, it's all very, lots of technical stuff to explain. This is why city driving is hard, because you don't get this in the countryside much. Yeah, nice open fast roads like last time. What we've done now is pretty much all we do on those lights. We're going to try them again in a bit, but that's going good. So if we go next left, just before the crossing.
I hope no one comes.
If they did, where could you go?
In here.
That's it. So that grey one, silver, whatever, where are they going to go? Where are we going to go?
Oh, I don't know.
So
I go straight.
That's it. So try and pass this big zone, like where the bike is. So we accelerate a little bit now.
Okay.
So you're passing out the bigger area, or the clear area.
Yeah.
That's good. And then we'll go next road on the left. It's just after this black car. It's quite hard to see. Someone's parked there as usual, so if we get through. That's it. So we're going to pull up on the left, just around here somewhere.
Like here.
That's it. That's it. Not too bothered where, that'll be fine. That's good. So we won't be here for too long at all. So the creepiness we'll show you, because what you're doing on that road is good, but we haven't had to creep this slow before. So when you come down those back roads in King's Heath, you kind of crawl down this, you creep that kind of speed at the junction, really slow. So if anyone comes down, you just brake, stop dead. Because even like this, normally it's good, but even that is much too quick. It's got to be really, really slow. The thing I was standing behind, I think it was like an unmarked police car, because he was like, he had the lights hidden in his car. I should have been talking about the Crossroads there, which sort of, there was that car we saw early on. So you sort of creep, crawl like that, crawling, like that, really slow. If you go left a little bit now, I'm just going to pull us up close to the train, so I can't get that way. That's good. So we'll try a little bit of that now. We might not go back down the high street today, but let's just try that. Imagine you're on that junction again, and just creep as slowly as you possibly can. Yeah, that's our top speed, that's good, that's it. So imagine if you saw that car coming from the left, that's it, that's good, you pause that, that's really good. So, when that car's gone, yeah, go on, that's really good.
Oh, okay. So, wait.
It's good to see someone crawling, and then when he's gone, we just move on. Because the more you can crawl like that, the more time you make, that's really good. That's great, it's back to normal. So is there any kind of crossroads in particular you want to do more? Because I know we didn't do many with the filter lights, we do more of those if you want, or the ones with lights around the back, around the front. Anything you want to go over in general?
No, actually I don't. It wasn't so bad apart from the ones right in the centre, then they were difficult, but the other ones are actually okay, I think.
So what is, we'll do those more next time. If we go into the road left, we'll go into some of the with the filters. Just because the centre, if you go that way now, we'll be stuck getting back because it takes ages to get down there and back. But we'll do that next week, or next time.
Oh, you cut the corner.
So what's the problem on this?
I think on two left.
That's good, but I'll swap on the road. Nothing you did wrong, but...
Oh, no,
So there's that one before you stop. So just creep a little bit. The problem is that view is really bad, so super slow creeping like before. Can we go?
Yes.
That's good. So when is it you creep and when is it you do the handbrake? Because I need to distinguish right now about when it's worth creeping and when you don't bother doing it.
If I have to wait for a long time, then I should put the handbrake on.
That's it. But that one, if it's open, not open, but it's like, if it's a decent chance of going, not creeping, crawling, that's good. But with a red light in the queue, no way. You just stop and make on no chance.
Okay.
What's this person going to do?
I don't like lights.
That's good.
Okay.
So the lights are going to turn left. I'll explain more about these in a bit because I didn't get to explain about the covers and that too much. And there is a lot to cover in one lesson. It's quite hard to get it done in just 2 hours. So this one, is it worth balancing or handbrake?
Probably handbrake.
That's good. Unless they change that would be good. That's fine. So stop, you've got to stop dead. So you've got to stop, wait, then handbrake on. You never touch that when you're moving. So you've got to stop totally dead, wait, handbrake, no one else. That's it. That's good. So do you think you will get through these lights? What's the best thing to assume?
Probably.
No. That's it. So left signal goes on. Assume the worst, don't change it to 2, but can we go? No. That's good. Now, I know if you're more positive, you can say you can get through, but if I'm saying go, and you don't, then you stop, it's awkward. So you always have to assume you can't get through. You see the ones on the right where the bike's passing, they've got the covers on the bottom too, or the middle and the bottom. So
yes.
the covers on lights. What that's supposed to mean is you can only see them when you're right in front of them, so you don't get confused thinking it's the same lights as the ones further back. But it doesn't work, you just have some confusion because you can't see them at all. So it's supposed to separate the lights so that these are different to those. But all it does is mean you can't see them, you can't tell what they're on. It doesn't really work on this. So it's okay, we've got the red lights plus the white line. That's good.
What did I do? I just...
Exactly stupid. You got the red lights and the white lines, this is one set of lights. When you go around a corner, there is not a white line, so you don't give way. You just keep going, if the light's on red, go through the red light, because it isn't a red light for us. The red light is these for the cars down there.
Okay.
This will all make sense when we do, because this is about when if you stop for the red light, you'll get smashed. That's good. So we've passed that line, the lights no longer apply. So you go around this one, red light means nothing to us, we go.
Oh, because there's no line, right, okay.
If you brake there, smash. You'll see that happen when people brake and the car goes in the back of them. Now this is all very confusing, it's a lot to take in all this. Next road on the right, because even if you know what's going on, it's quite hard.
Okay.
So
this is I need to go in the middle.
That's it, that's good.
The bus.
Yeah, that's good, so right, that's good, that's fine.
Okay, now here, and now I want to go.
That's good, that's it. What else is happening now?
It's a 20.
That's it, that's good. Yeah. So I don't know if you would have done that gear that I'm saying, but just to make sure you do, because if you don't there, what would happen?
Store.
That's it. I think he would have done that, it's just that it's very awkward if you forget it, big store. It's much less of a problem than it was, because in the past we had that log where we kept saying about gear, but that's got a lot better.
So they should wait actually. Should go.
What's the speed still?
20.
That's it. What's this sign mean?
Crossroads.
That's it. What's that mean about the crossroads?
That we have right of way.
That's it.
Is it?
So that's it. So these ones shouldn't come out from the side. Is anyone going to fly out?
No.
No. They don't often, but it can happen where people don't see them, and it can be dangerous. What's the speed though?
30.
Yep, that's good. So at the end of the road, we're going to go right on the lights, the last set of lights you get to. It's not the road stand for the line about the broken line, what does that mean?
That I can cross it.
That's good. It isn't really to separate the lines so it's not too wide each way, but yeah, that's saying that if you want to turn right, we're not, but if you were, you would sort of run down the middle there and then turn into that road. But we're going right on the lights that are currently on red. That's good, that's better, because that's giving a good warning to everyone behind.
Stop braking.
That's it. Now, how many lights are there here altogether?
There's... Sorry,
I don't know what's going on.
they can go left, but we
That's
can't,
it.
so that must be separate.
That's good.
And then those ones,
That's it.
and some over there.
Now those on the right are the same, because I know you can't see it, there's no line, so these, once you go on this arrow, you just go. Except for these people who jump in a red light. Just like the learner bus, but these people have been a bit preemptive there. So the arrow's on, we go. That's it. The bike could jump the lights, but you won't. So there's no line here, so we don't give way. Now these are the same, or these different? No, left side. Left, sorry, left immediately, so this side is really short. That's good, that's it. So there's not much time to answer or ask there. Yeah, those last ones were separate. There's just so little time you can't really ask the questions there. But this is about appreciating they're not all the same. You've got to be able to spot which ones are the same, which ones are different. So if there's a white line on the floor, get ready to stop. If there's no white line, you could be able to go, but the line could have worn out. It could be like the rain's worn it down.
Okay.
In which case it still counts, although it's not there, it still counts as stopping. How are you supposed to know that? I don't know. So roundabout we go left. It's a big problem on this one.
I can't see.
That's it.
So I'd definitely be in one.
That's good.
Oh no.
And super slow for really slow crawling. That's good.
It's too late.
That's good, that's good. And then we're going to go roundabout left at the first exit.
Is it too soon to signal? No.
Did it confuse anyone? What do you think?
Actually,
That's fine, that's good,
help.
that's it. If it helps, that's fine, as long as it doesn't confuse anyone. So, when do you reckon we can go?
Oh yes.
That's good, that's great.
Go.
And if the light's further on, we're going to go right back up the road we just came. So they're quite soon, just so you get past these houses.
Sorry, we go
So
right.
right. So,
So do it here.
what can you tell about these lights? Same ones we had a few minutes ago.
Um,
Was that park zone? That's good, that's-
wait, are these mine?
Yep.
Yeah, they are. No.
Yeah, that's good, so we go, that's it. So green light you can go, but the arrow will definitely mean you go. So where do you wait?
So we
That's,
kind of like.
that's good. Just
here.
clutch down brake, that's it. Can we go?
Actually, no, I should just go.
That's good, that's great. So that one's good, you go, and if the arrow's on, say, yeah, definitely go. What it should move on those ones, when you're waiting, just clutch down early, so roll, roll, roll. So I was saying about braking earlier, because when you stop, you kind of stop in there, you're sort of getting there, then stopping there. So if these lights change, let's see if they did. If they do. No. If the other that car behind was much too close, that's where you'll clutch down, softly brake. So we're doing more lights now, there won't be that many more today. We sort of head back to where we began now. But it's about to smoothen out the approach. It's hard because I've got to ask you and you've got answering time. But it's like if the lights are on ready and you kind of roll, roll, roll. If they really don't change, yep, stop and brake on. But what you don't want to do is get there, stop abruptly, then do the handbrake on. It's got to look nice and smooth. So we're going to take the next right where the silver car's coming from. Like now, so mirror, no gas, nothing at all.
Yeah.
That's good, off you go. Because that car behind, we know they've been close, but I can see the car pulling out. So right we go, let's get it smooth. So to get it smooth, brake it early, down to 2. Very gently off the wall, and brake off, go. That's good. That's it. Now, a slight jump, that doesn't matter, it's just a clutch a bit quick, that's not the same.
Oh.
That's not when you're the same as if you brake too hard. So we're going to pull up further on the left after this blue car up the hill. Now I'm going to do the braking, I'll just show you what I mean. Imagine there's a red light with that bit of yellow, whatever that is on the floor, like a yellow can or something, yellow bowl. So imagine that's a light to do the signal just in case. So we're pulling up here, I'm just going to do the pedals. So I'll do my clutch down, a roll, a back a little bit, it's a bit of paper, into 1. So roll, the light's going to change, no, so very gently stop, then handbrake on like that. So you tried to go, but it didn't work, so we put the handbrake on. There's only a few, like where the only time it's wrong is if you get there, you kind of the lights are where you kind of stop like that, like a thump, it all jumps like that. Or if you're trying to turn right, imagine like here, this is the right turn on some lights where the skip is, because we're heading towards where the skip is. That's what we're going to do, just kind of roll, creep, can't go, stop. What you don't is kind of get there, you don't want to get there, and then just stop. And then lights change, then you've got to go 1 quick handbrake on rush. So it's all well planned, so nothing's too sudden. But what trying to go over the most out of all that today, anything in particular before we head back?
So yeah, probably the lights weren't very good, were they?
They're good, it's just the way you approach copies. You got to expect they're going to change more. If they're on red, you sort of come out slow, make them change, roll through. In the case of make them change by going slow. If they're on green, what must you expect? Plan for?
I should just go.
Yeah, but what did you plan for?
Oh, but you think that it might stop?
Yeah, so you don't necessarily brake, but you kind of do mirror, maybe ease off the gas a little bit. When you pass the point in every turn, then go. So what you don't do is go down the road, the change red brake, that's when it's no good. So it's about smoothing that out, but that comes with a lot of practice. So we're going to head back the way we haven't been before. We've been there once, but only a short time. It's going to be another high strip and much easier than the other one, it's much wider, but it's still got the same sort of thing with lights.
Okay.
So let's go end of the road. See if we go the other way, actually try that one. No, we'll go the other way. So we'll go into the road, but I won't say yet because it's confusing. It's just the road twists a lot, so I'll wait till we get there.
Okay.
And then I'll say. It's good. What do you need there? That was done.
Oh, I
That's
should
it.
have indicated.
That's good. So it's either a mirror, signal, then maneuver. Okay, the van driver didn't even care he's eating his sandwich, but you know, just in case he's planning on putting it up or doing something. That was good because you've seen that car's giving away, you've been positive. What's that blank giveaway sign mean? Nothing written in. Just go left is it?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
So it means the end's coming up soon, like giveaway's coming up soon.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I didn't
So
know that one, yeah.
end of the road, right.
Okay.
Well, it's sort of got those meters as well, because sometimes the car's coming towards you, but you're moving towards them, you've got to move away. But when the car's coming towards you head on, you've got to move left, get out of the way. But, can we go?
No. I should have gone.
It could be not that, actually not that big a chance. But when's it going to be a big chance?
After this, I think.
That's it.
Go.
That's good. So on this road, not the best example just yet, but if those cars are on the right, the worst thing to do is to move right. So we move left now, easy. So everyone on the other has got loads of room.
Okay.
There's just been a few times where cars coming towards you, you're moving towards them, squashes them against the car. It's that last man, his hands on the wheel, moving over, trying to get out of the way. So I now imagine a bus comes towards you and they head on to us, there's all blocking the whole road. So anyone on the other way now should be as far over as they can to help us out. You're not so far that you're going to hit them, but you're kind of squeezing people up against the curb, or against block cars.
Okay.
So now it's better, much wider road now, but much better. The good news is, by the way, although it's not all about the test, you don't get crossroads on your test because there aren't any on any of the routes, so that helps.
Really?
It's a lot easier. There is one outside the centre you may do, which we will go and do, because that's quite an awkward one. But just so you know, you don't really get these on routes, because they just don't have time to come out that far. That's why the test is changing next year, because we need to have more time to get all these things done. At the moment, it's a very quick kind of quick tour, and that's all you do. That's good. So at the end of the road, we're going to go left at the very end. Why am I saying the very end? Because there's a clue there.
I don't know. Oh, not there.
That's it. So if you ever say like the very end, say not before, you know, actually it's the very end.
Okay.
So see how we can control this. So that's good. Signal 1. That's good. Can we go?
Yeah.
That's good. That is really got much better. So if that was a set of lights instead of give way, that's what you would do. Okay, these are hard, you won't get all this before you pass, because you can't just learn it and do it. It takes a long time to develop, but we're trying to kind of plant the seeds where you can develop this. So flash lamp at next colour is what?
Green.
Yep, that's good. So we know it should pretty much definitely go. No one's standing there, no one's going to press the lights. Yep, that's good. So that would have been wrong if you sort of braking. But now what could happen here?
It might change.
That's it. What's the chance of that?
High, because it's been green for
That's
a
it.
long time.
That's good. Even though no one's there, that's good, because you don't know they can change. The lights can be broken, like the ball where it says wait. What's going to happen now with that bus?
They might be moving off.
That's it.
No, wait,
So maybe not, but are they?
so,
Braking, that's good. Expecting the worst. Brake off roll. There we go. That's good. So that's good. Nice and wide, much wider. That's it. So I just assume the opposite, but if they're not going, yeah, we're going to go. It's simply, whatever you do, you plan the opposite. So if you're slowing down, you plan to go, and if you're going, you plan on stopping. So you've always got the opposite thing in your mind, and that way you're always ready to do it. This position's good, because now you're further away from those coming towards you. But now I don't want to cross there, fine.
people might be there.
What's the speed on this road?
20.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these, no problem, all these people, they'll be out of the way. They are potential danger, but they're all walking out of the way. So 2 roundabouts, we're going to go left, both roundabouts.
So it's going to be green.
Any chance we go in red?
Unlikely, but maybe because of the people. Okay.
Well, can't we go? Go back.
So I have to wait because there's
No,
not
no.
clear.
That's it, that's good.
Is it?
So when can we go?
Yeah, I can go now.
That's good. And this one, left ahead, left, whatever you call it, first exit. So, can we go?
This one should be a bit easier. Yes, I can go.
That's good. That's good. That's good, because you did put it on knocked off, it's good to put it back on. Just to make it obvious you're not going to go the other way. That's good. That's it.
Turn it off, yeah.
That's it. What's happening now?
Crossroads and 30.
That's good. That's it. So we're going to follow ahead for a little bit. Now think back to what I said on Becky's farm about the lanes and not the roundabouts. You said the white one is going to the right lane. Why is that?
Because they want to turn right.
No, what else? Why are they going round? Why are they
because
going?
the van.
Yeah, that's it. So we're not bothered about that, especially with the police car there. But that's when you think, well, I'll go round, fast go overtake. But we're not bothered about it for now. So I thought the police car might come this way.
Okay.
That's good braking there. Can we go? That's good. That's it. You're just getting the right balance, so you mustn't over brake, so you kind of stop and green, but that was good. But you mustn't not brake, so you're going through. Now these ones, what's the chance of these changing?
Quite high.
That's it. So, bit of gas though. I'll say low just because no one's standing there. They could change it when it'll be on green or while, but no one's there at all, no one's pressing the button, so probably not going to work, not going to change. Because if you overdo it, if you slow down too much, the car behind thinks what you're doing.
Should be in second.
That's good. That's good. These hardest because you've always got to be thinking the opposite. But now what's going on?
Everyone's stopping,
That's it.
so I might have to stop in a minute.
That's good. That's it. That's great. So these lights ahead. Is there anyone standing by them?
I can't see on that side, so I'm not too sure.
So no one's there, so they probably won't. They could. That man could have pressed them, but probably not. But can we get through? We'll go right on the roundabout. It's the 4th exit, the one where the red car's coming from with all the shops. So let's see how this one goes. That's great. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Was it okay to do the hole in first, or should I have?
That doesn't matter. The matter is you get out of the way. Because there was that red car coming to the right. You saw him. You got out of the way. So what's the best thing to do now?
So wait here.
That's it. When can we go?
Yes.
That's good. That's it. So see there, as soon as we brake in, as soon as you slow down, we're thinking, where can we go? So the thing is, you never just stop and not think of going. If ever you just stop in, that's when it's bad. So now we're accelerating what we're planning to do.
I should have changed a second, but I might stop.
That's it. So looking ahead, nothing could stop us just yet, but you're always planning for that. I'm just going to follow the road ahead for a little bit. Now the roundabout's good in one, doesn't matter, because mainly use two's better, but the main is get out of the way. Next road on the right. That's good because you slow down early, that'll give you time to turn in. That's good. So really it all comes down to you just slow down earlier. If you slow down earlier and everything's like that, it's easier. So yeah, not bad 3, but why wasn't that the best time to get 3?
Because I couldn't see over the hill.
So if you can't see, don't change. You've got to be able to see 100% definite, then you change. You got away with it because you didn't speed it that much, but if you can't see for definite, don't bother. It's all with the crossroads, if you can't tell for sure, don't risk him. With the lights, if you can't tell for definite, don't risk him. So next road on the right, and this is like, not a crossroads, it's like the crossroads. Because what is on the floor about turning right?
Oh, I should go in that
That's it.
lane bit.
That's it. So how early can you get in that lane?
I can
That's
just
it, that's great, that's
drive
good.
into it.
That's it. And then braking ball. That's good. That's it, that's good.
Oh, this is weird.
That's good. So we did this one in the past, we came out there many times, but we haven't been back this way, I don't think.
Oh yeah, we always turn left down. Oh, yeah.
So that one, there was no solid line saying don't cross me, so you can. So it wouldn't have made sense to go past it and swerve in, that was good. This is probably the hardest lesson of video, this one, I know, with all the crossroads and stuff. That's good. So we'll get back to the station now, we'll make a plan what we're going to do next time. We have got a bit of manoeuvring to do, but apart from those, there's no specific topic left to do. We're more developing any skills that you want to develop. So, end of the road, we go right. How could that be bad? That's it one. But 2's good because you are looking, and you're looking, there's nothing there, so you can go. But whenever you come out, you always do one, it's much easier. To come out in 2, you can, but you got to be really quick. And the fact that you got to be really quick means it makes it harder. So you might as well just do it slower, it's easier.
Okay.
So end of the road, like here, you could come out in 2, I'd never recommend doing that. Much choosing 1. If you're really quick, those 2 is possible, but 1's a lot better. So second left as ever, back into the station. And now you want to try this one, like on the way back we said about, last time we said about trying this.
Yeah, because I always mess it up.
That's good. Well, this is, I was saying, on the crossroads, like all the things, just slow down earlier, but how would you do that? How would you slow down and see without stopping too
So
quickly?
I just put a clutch down.
That's it.
One.
And then that's it. Okay,
Creep.
so right we go. That's it. So it's not the end of the road. That's all it is.
Clutch down.
That's good.
One.
That's good. So if anything too early, which is good, because too early is better than too late. That's really good. Too early is rarely a problem. You know, it doesn't matter at all. So if we go left as usual, I might do a bit of bay parking again here because there's nowhere in the middle of. So if you just go straight, sort of, I'll do it just in one of these bays on left. I'm going to brake around now. So, I mean, I might as well go this with you now. The way you do this roughly, this isn't the exact way yours do it. You get the white line, that white line there, you line it up with a bow there. So where that is on the windscreen view, the window, I don't know about here somewhere, it is. That's roughly how you do it. But the reason it doesn't work here is because that car's in the way again. I can't show you one down there. If you go left all the way now, that would normally go in the bay, but because that car is there, it might just get in actually. Yeah, that's going to clear the car more. So this should be pretty good. And if you put the left mirror down, you'll see the bay a little bit better.
How do I do
Just
that?
have that arrow on the door frame. Just have down all of it. Just down all the way. Just the arrow. Just the arrow at the bottom.
Oh,
It goes all the way down. And then you can see the line. So what we do, you come back like that. And that's going to be good. Go over the line there, but we'll come back in. And then it's going to, when it's parallel with the line about, well, that's up to you when you're looking.
So like now.
That's it, so just around the wheel. That's done. So bay parking you don't actually do when you test around, do you? Because there are no bays, but that's all you do. It's very simple. You just line up the line where it was like there, turn left all the way, easy. But with the mirror down, if it does go a bit off, you can correct it. You might steer a bit either way if you need to, but if you get the line spot on there, you don't need to. So the right's the same, you line it up like there, wherever it was for you.
Yeah.
And then that's all you do. Right, so let's turn off there. So loads to go over there, but what do you make of that? Was there anything that didn't make any sense? Because now we stopped, it's a bit easier to...
No, it
think about
made
it.
sense.
But it's very hectic, they have to do a lot, quick succession.
The box junctions weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be actually, because it kind of makes sense. You just drive, as long as you go in and stop in a sensible place, you go in, and then you're probably going to have to wait there if there's loads of traffic, and then when they stop then you go really quick.
Yeah, that's good. What we'll do on that is we'll probably do that on Tuesday, because how's that going to be different, do you think, on Tuesday compared to a Saturday?
Be a bit less people.
Yeah, that's it. So that high street's always busy, but the road inside that's really busy. So Tuesday you'll probably see when we do that. It's still busy, but nowhere near as bad. The thing I was trying to explain about the lights on the way, which is it's quite hard to do this without drawing in, is when you get the different sets of lights. There's that junction where the pub is there, the red line pub. Then we had the white line there and a white line there. So it doesn't normally happen, but what can happen, I've seen this happen a few times, you get through that one, but you don't get through that one. And that isn't the same as that. So you might go through and have to stop. And what happens is really daft, but they go red 1 second back to green, then you move off again. I don't know why they do that, but they do, just go red and then go. But if you don't stop, you are going through red. It's the same for these ones, this one with the covers on. So the lights here had no covers on, like normal lights. These ones have got the covers, like the lights like that, but they've got like the boxes over them like that. Yeah. So it's supposed to be so that you can see with the way the slats are, you're supposed to be able to see them when you're there, so you know what they apply to you, but not when you're there, so you know they don't apply to you. But it doesn't work because you can't see them anywhere, it just doesn't work. It just makes it even harder. But if you can't see a light, what colour would that be on if you can't see a light?
It's going to be green or orange.
That's the one. So if you see the red, stop. If you don't, go. But they are a bit confusing. In the city centre you get like 3 or 4 of these in the row where there's quite a few. So yeah, next time we'll go over more about the approach and the braking, the high street, that'll all come in together about working on that. Because the King's Heath High Street is always good to do.
Did they take you through there?
You went down and test now. It's just too far away. But we'll do that because you need to be able to do that after you passed.